As you know, we've always been the city of music in Liverpool. We're now officially UNESCO City of Music, have been a couple of years. And this bloke is the man responsible for kind of taking that forward, head of UNESCO City of Music, Kev McManus.
Yeah, that's it. So my role over the next few years is to try and take forward the city's music strategy. There's a few areas identified in the strategy, and there's also a new Liverpool City Region Music Board set up, which is going to work, I'll be working with them to take forward key areas. But it's around things like making the most of our great music heritage, but also looking forward, supporting the best of their new talent. Look to protect the venues, just make a great and sell the city as a music city, get people to come here because of the great live music, the venues, the festivals that we've got.
How do we keep that momentum going? How do we keep nurturing local talent?
I think there's some great models out there. There's Lymph Academy's done some amazing stuff. Some of the artists who've come out of there have gone on to do really good things. Sam Volo signed and really going up there. There's people like Luna from their current crop. So there's things like that, and Bido Lito do their thing for young musicians as well, which is great. And we've got to make sure the venues are there, and we need to make sure promoters are getting supported.
Obviously we've lost venues like the Magnet, Constellations was a big story this year. What can we do to keep these kind of independent venues, keep them alive?
I think one of the key things is there's a thing called Agent to Change, which means often in the past venues have been forced to close because residential has been built next to them, and then the venues have been forced out even though they were there in the first place, whereas Agent to Change puts the onus back on to developers, so they have to make provisions when they're building their apartments, flats, that to keep the noise out of them, so it's not the venues suffers. So hopefully we can take that forward across the city region.
Listen, you've got a big year ahead, mate. What are you looking forward to most in 2019?
There's one really big thing coming up which I can't talk about.
You're not going to do that to us, Kev McManus.
But no, the obvious things like Lymph and Sound City and Fesh and all the things that we all know happens. There's the new event coming into there, like the 80s pop thing coming into Crocky Park.
We'll put full listings as to what we know so far. We'll try and get some more info out of him very soon as well, early 2019. But listen, mate, enjoy. Best of luck. You've got a big challenge, and we'll catch up with you again next year.
Thank you.